This time last year, Bob Iger was probably thinking to himself it couldn't possibly get any worse after coming back, ousting Bob Chapek as CEO to try to be the hero, return Disney to its glory days after the pandemic, after all these struggles. Bob Iger thought he had it all figured out. Unfortunately for him, 2023 somehow, some way has been even worse. Why Disney's centennial is its worst year ever. The 100th anniversary of Disney, this incredibly epic, historic company that has led the entertainment industry for so long. And 2023 was the worst year they've ever had. We're at the point in time where people are starting to write a lot of articles kind of summing up this year with this company, this year in entertainment, blah, blah, blah. But all the ones for Disney are disastrous right now. You got the New York Times basically shitting all over Disney, saying this company is not what people grew up with, not what people came to know and love. Now, they certainly aren't as hard on it as some other people are. You've got EV Magazine. Disney's worried that woke is ruining their brand after consistent flops. The most beloved era of Disney was the 90s, when all the classics were released that people still know and love today. Yeah, they have not released any classics in the past few years, have they? And maybe what I think is the funniest of all, Variety has a list of Disney's top moments this year, and none of them are positive. Not really. None of them are positive. All of them are controversies. All of them are problems. All of them are box office bombs. So I thought it'd be funny to go through and look at what the mainstream media thinks Disney's top 10 moments are. Take a look at this shit. Let's just go through it. Disney lays off more than 8,000 employees. There's a top 10 moment for you. Disney fires 8,000 people in a desperate attempt to save money. A brutal year at the box office. That is an understatement. When you look at the Disney movies that have been released this year, only one of them has managed to break even. Guardians of the Galaxy is the only one you could argue may have made a little bit of money at the box office. And we're talking about it might have made $10, $15, $20 million when it's all said and done. And they invested over $400 million in that thing. That's what we're talking about. That's the success we're talking about. Everything else lost a shit ton of money. Now you're talking about some things that ended up losing, I don't know, $50, $60 million. All the way up to potential $300 million losses. Think about things like Wish. Think about The Marvels, Dial of Destiny, The Little Mermaid, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. You're talking about massive historical flops for Disney as people continue to reject them. What else we got? Let's go here. Oh, another Bob Iger controversy. Iger angers striking workers by saying their expectations were not realistic. I do think that 2023... for Bob Iger, the way it's going to go down in history is he has turned his legacy into, well, you know, a guy who had a decent legacy, stepped down a little early. People probably blame him a little bit for the way he set Bob Chapek up to fail, but ultimately they still would have had an okay view of him. Not anymore. Now Bob Iger is one of the biggest public enemies in the entertainment industry. Fans hate what he's doing. People in the entertainment industry hate what he's doing. You saw what happened. Actors and writers turning on Bob Iger. And now he's facing another board challenge, of course. Oh, and that's the next one. Another board fight. You got Nelson Peltz and Ike Perlmutter that are coming to try to get on the board to try to make changes to Disney. And Bob Iger's desperate to fight it out because he knows if this happens, he will lose control. And out of all these big moments, all of them have been negative, by the way. Well, here's one. I guess this is pretty neutral. Moving to own 100% of Hulu. So Disney pays what they were required to pay when they made a deal 5 years ago. That's the next big moment. Now, owning 100% of Hulu is a big moment. They had to shell out a shit ton of cash for it, but ultimately it's all something that we knew would happen. There you go. That's another big moment. Dozens of shows pulled off Disney Plus and Hulu. So again, in a desperate effort to save money, Disney got major backlash when they pulled a shit ton of content from Disney Plus that people, had signed up to watch. The people had signed up to watch this shit. And of course, failures like Willow, it was better for them to just take the thing off and write it off than it was for them to leave it on Disney Plus, signaling once again that streaming has been a massive failure for them. Of course, the Disney and Florida feud. We know that is not going well for Disney at all. In fact, they may be facing some serious legal repercussions for the type of bribery, for the shit that was going down here in the state of Florida. It has been a massive headache for them, especially when it comes to the effect that this whole parental rights and education bill had on how families view Disney. They know now that Disney is completely and totally fine with disgusting, degenerate teachers sexualizing kindergartners, right? That's what we're talking about. That's what Disney was fighting for. So more so than just what's going on legally in Florida, it's about the PR that was generated from all that. ESPN gets separated and linear networks stay in limbo. Okay, I guess that's not, I wouldn't say that's a positive. It's a pretty neutral one. I guess it's not super positive or negative. However, they did say, they admitted, we want to partner with ESPN. We need a partner for ESPN because, quite frankly, Disney needs the help. Disney needs the help if they want to go and create some other specific streaming service with ESPN like they say they want to. We'll see what comes to fruition when it comes to all of that. A massive pay discrimination lawsuit. That's right, woke Disney. We love women, respect women, getting sued for not paying women as much as the men. We're talking about 9,000 women, potentially more, suing Disney in the state of California. And of course, to top it all off, just a few weeks ago, Elon Musk going to war with Bob Iger, embarrassing Bob Iger in public fashion, all over Disney, hypocritically pulling ads on Twitter or X while leaving them up on a place like Meta, on Instagram, on Facebook. This has been a year of disaster. That's it. Those are the top 10 moments for Disney. Of those, what are positive? None of those. You could argue the Hulu acquisition, finally paying the money that they said they were going to pay 5 years ago when they made the deal. That's the positive that you have for Disney. This is a joke. Bob Iger, a lot of people thought that 2022 was the worst year in history for this company. They weren't ready for 2023 because it has been a complete and total nightmare. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.